Sinister people have very big ego problems, like that guy right there. It's a sinister person. He's a mass murderer in a corporate controlled area they call a country that has violent sex cult tribalism that has brain chemical addictions over a long ass motherfucking time. You remember poor Queen Esther in Persia, right? And stuff. And so you're talking about people that trap infinite glory in their heads. And then when nothing works right because they've trapped infinite glory in their heads, there is no infinite glory and they have to just take control, right? Jesus, take a hold and lead us through. This world has never been in the awful state it's in. And people question the things our leaders do. Lead yourself to peace. I've got a real objective here. I'm effective here. I select a clear method for all suckers that fall, they maul and crawl into the pit of purgatory. I was up on when this old world, no, I was up on the roof. I said, let me go up there and take off that damn float that's stuck up on there. And I cleaned all ways, got the right things. It's still not coming off. So I do have a plastic portion on the inside. Once I can crack off and break off that plastic portion, hopefully the metal portion, well, it will at least come loose. And then it will be easier to try to take it off. I can clamp it with a pair of vice grips and then pull the nut off, or it may just slide right out if I want to. So tomorrow we'll get up there early and work off delicately cracking off and taking off the plastic portion of the inside of the float, and then we'll get the new one with the copper portion on inside and get it on there and get it replaced. And yeah. Living in America sucks, and it does, because this is a corporation through violent sex cult tribalism, and, a country, before the breathing air is gone, before the sun is just a bright spot in the nighttime. I stand alone and take back something worth remembering. Trump deals fatal blow to his own party with major mistake. Brian Taylor Cohen. Brian Taylor Cohen is as dumb as Donald Trump. Okay. It's a brain chemical addiction, and Sinister just cannot stop itself. See, you get in business with people that say take someone like myself and move them from the past to the future to have the focal point of communications because he's too big of a wimp to get the job done. He's too big of a pussy. He won't do it. It's like, excuse me? Okay, when do I abuse people with money to feel powerful? Too big of a wimp to get things done. Too big of a pussy to get the job done. So we can come together and get the job done. I'm just trying to save Michael Jackson's relatives from performing for money because it sucks. Now love is gone, ballerina gone. Just ignore the chair that's empty in the second row. Boom, this is your big minute, girl. You said you wanted fame instead, so love must wait its turn. You live and learn. Yeah, don't you love that song? That's one of my favorites. That's one of my favorite Jennifer Lopez head fuck songs from the Temple Set Illuminati. Yeah. That one, and what else? In Mi Viejo San Juan? Yeah, Trace Los Rios, the best one. Really good. En mi viejo San Juan, adiós, adiós, tierra de mi amor. Right. What else? Perdida. Is it Glorandrina? That's a good one too. Yeah. I just really like Trace Los Rios. I was so glad, Mr. Professor Torres told me, go ahead, keep it. You'll like these guys, and he was right. I adore them. They're one of my favorite trios. Yeah. Anybody else like Trace Los Rios? I think they're Puerto Rican. They sing Siempre Solo, which is one of my favorites. And La Mucura, con ella. That one's one of my favorites too. Con ella. Yeah, that's a good one. And they're really good. Oh my gosh, they're one of my favorites. I don't know why they're not more popular and or famous. Maybe it's just me. Maybe maybe I just don't have very good taste, but oh god, gosh, they're one of my favorites. Oh, they're wonderful. They have my mom loved their voices, and their guitar is wonderful. They're a really good group. I don't know why more people haven't heard of them and said, these guys are really good. And they really are. Their voices are just wonderful, and their guitar is wonderful. Yeah. No, they're really good. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. Ni que si, ni que sa, ni que no. Oh, Don Quixote. No, they lots of good songs. Oh, good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. I don't know if they're Puerto Rican or not. I'll have to look them up. If they're Mexican or Puerto Rican. I don't want to insult one group or the other, you know. You always have to tread softly around the eggshells of egos, right? Son of a biscuit eater, right? Like all those times I got bad information. It's like, no, they're from New York too. Is everybody from fucking New York? Surface is from New York. Cameo's from New York. Whatever. There's lots of groups. They're from fucking New York too. Michael Cooper's not from Atlanta. He's from California. Yeah, I thought he was from Atlanta. No, he's from California. Yeah, Michael Cooper. With the quickness, don't you know it? Give me your love. I want your love. And I'll do it. My buddy from Atlanta really liked Michael Cooper in Confunction. Yeah, he was in the Air Force. With the quickness. And I'll do it. Don't you know it? Give me your love. He really liked Michael Cooper. Yeah, I like Michael Cooper too. Punchy don't. No, Punchy don't like Michael Cooper. We had lots of different, no, I don't like, you don't like them. Why not? What's the difference between Confunction? You ocean wide. Ow. You don't know? Just don't like the preacher voice. So, it's something you have to. It's definitely an acquired taste. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Definitely an acquired taste. Luther Vandross? No. Good gosh. Good God. No. Luther is just like, oh my. I haven't ever played Luther for my dad. I probably should, because that man's voice is exquisite. It's wonderful, isn't it? It's absolutely. It's like ear honey and shit. It's like, no, it's really good. And your guitar, it sounds so sweet and clear. Oh, Richard Carpenter. Did he write that one? But you're not really here. It's just the radio. Don't you remember you told me you love me, baby? Said you'd be coming back this way again, baby. I don't get sad. I have sadness. I know sorrow. I ain't got time to be sad. I ain't got time to bleed. I'm Jesse Vadi Ventura dealing with the predators, right? I ain't got time to stay sad. My depression is more of they're mass murdering everybody and people are playing games with life like it's at a goddamn poker table and you're like, fuck! And anybody in their right mind would be like, how are you doing? Tolerable till Lord's Prayer. There you go, And Suzuki tells me that. He goes, no, they want you at a certain place. You be where you need to be to fix that fucked up technology so it's no longer fucked up, Earl. Okay, we got this, Earl. They got you. I like that song too. Right. Yeah, anybody else like that song? That's the one when the little girl gets pushed under the stage on the movie that's the song they're singing at first. And then she goes into Como la Flor, but she slows it down so everybody will. Pero, como me duele. No, viva Monterrey. Yeah, I don't know how how much, it's Disney, man. You ever seen Glory Road? Okay. Took 4 years. Okay. Took 4 years, right? Took 4 years. The whole thing with this, they had rotating lineups, but they had the best lineup for that stuff. But he didn't always start 5 black players. He did matchups. And whatever was the best matchup, that's what Coach Haskins kind of put in. He looked at his matchups, and he would rotate the starters. Because he had a very unselfish team. It's like, well, I think you'll do better coming off the bench this guy when this guy matches up good against that guy. Let's do that. Okay, coach. None of the kids complain. They just did, I just want to win, coach. Okay. It was back in the day when we're dumb, we're not dumb anymore. Sometimes we wish we was dumb again. I know y'all motherfuckers do because we still doing this shit, right? I'm sitting there looking at Waylon Jennings' kiddos. Yeah. Well, the funny, I know some of them, like, I'm looking at it and go, yeah, some of these kids are probably going to be older than me, because he was out, being a brown-eyed, handsome man, just like your daddy was a brown-eyed, handsome man, right? So you had 3 and 3, 3 and 3. 3 girly girls with the girly girls and the 3 boys. Yeah, so, well, boy, what were you thinking? I wasn't thinking, Dad. Well, it's, guys, every man that thinks with his dick acts like a bitch, right? Here, okay? And When you think you're powerful and you're in charge of the money, you're thinking with your dick. Pimp Daddy Nash, what's the world's first profession? There you go. You'd sell your ass for cigarettes if you couldn't sell pussy outside to pay your bills, right? It's hard out here for a pimp when he's trying to make money for the rent. I get it. But y'all bitches is motherfucking crazy. How crazy? Ocean wide! Ow! How do we fix it? You can't do it with the quickness because they don't think they got nothing wrong with him. They think, well, he's just a charismatic cult leader and he doesn't have... And we moved him to the future. That's funny, yeah. Technically, they didn't move me to the future. They moved a molecular similitude. Do you guys know what a molecular similitude is? A molecular similitude is genome sequencing, genetic sequencing. Okay. You have genetic sequencing. You know, like, what's that asshole's name? You know, Willem Yongshanks. We'll just breed them out of existence, right? Basically, you know, when there's something wrong with the bitch, there's something wrong with the pop, right? And so, you know, you got to get that bitch in line. No, my dad... The only reason my dad and my mom had such a volatile relationship was because of the virtual presence of the assholes. You better, you know, fall in line. You can't say that my parents would have had as miserable of a marriage if it wasn't for the virtual presence of, you know, guys, the Mormon church. Shit. You sign a contract at BYU. They find out you're homosexual. They take you and torture you to try to get you to be heterosexual. They don't just say you're expelled. You broke the contract. No, they torture you. And they have like an anonymity because of, you know, there's like the what's the name of that thing? Sea Org, yeah, those assholes, right? And so there's certain, you know, sanctity of the confessional. They have this like these little, you know, diplomatic immunity things, and you know, and people don't fuck with it because they want their business not to be fucked with because they're addicted to their perceptions of power and authority, like D.T. Suzuki talked about. Proper authority is red on yellow kill a fella. Red on black fend to jack. And that's about it. What is it? Understanding of natural laws and humility enough to respect the natural laws, right? You understand, you know, hey, you get too many of these. You know, like the other day I was out there playing ball in the barn, and there was a black widow over there by the corner. So I went and got the broom and I killed it. I'm Levi-proofing the place, guys. You know, well, on anything, I dust off and clean off everything, and I get underneath the bottoms because that's where the spiders like to hide. And then if I do get the things, you know, I bring the thing out towards the center of the thing, and the kids can play there, or, you know, I find places where, you know, so I constantly you know, this is New Mexico. You know. It's where I go to this barn. Your backyard's the same fucking thing. It's the same way. You're just a self-righteous, pretentious asshole. Pull your head out of your, sister Christian ass. Okay? Don't fuck with me, and don't ever cross me, and don't ever think you're a better person than me, because you're not. I don't need the surveillance to prove it. I'm standing for the Lord's Prayer publicly, and you're hiding under your wallet. You're a fucking bitch. Okay? You don't need any smoking gun. Knock me down. Taking it. Still hot smoking. You don't need 2020. You don't need Dateline. You don't need David Muir and the little brown lady smiling. And then the person was tortured and murdered. Thanks for watching the story. We'll be here to sell products and hold things hostage next week while we're not living the Lord's Prayer. Most trusted news anchor in all the world, right? Fuck! It's particularly disturbing. It's very disturbing. It's particularly disturbing. It is very particularly disturbing, which is why I'm always kind of like, if you need me, you'll find me left of center. Hey, you know, I think I spend more time right of center than I do left of center. I have a very good moral compass, you know, and lefties don't. Well, I don't need them, but they're all self-righteous hypocrites. Okay, so you think being an asshole because they're an asshole, but being honest about it is better. You're an honest hoe. I'm going to blow your pinky toe off, motherfucker. I swear. Okay, joking. Oh, Kid Ray. Oh, that reminds me of Sugar Ray and my Melissa. Yeah, she really likes Sugar Ray. I'll have to find some Sugar Rays. What's that one with something over my girlfriend's bed? I'll have to get some Sugar Ray tunes and put them on the MP3 player if Melissa and Killian ever show up. Well, because it's look, monuments to Sky God insanity. It's the triple crown of, you got the little ones and the big ones. They always got to outdo the last one, you know what I mean? I got to do bigger and better head boner, head boner, head boner bones. You know? It's like, good gravy. Will it ever stop? I don't know. Ice, ice, baby. They're crazy. I know. They're as crazy as pressure coming down. Oh, look, it's a koala bear. The eucalyptus leaves and it makes them like, dude, eucalyptus, man. Wow. How's it going? Good. I'm a mellow koala bear like I should. Gotta stay up in this tree. Those dingoes will eat your ass, man. Serious. Here's some eucalyptus, brah. Yeah, koala bears. Well, there's quite a few animals in that because the predatory patterns in, the top predator is the dingo. No, the top predator is the crocodile. It's just that the dingo has more open range, like Kevin Costner, Robert Duvall there, more open range there. But home on the range? No, the crocodiles don't have a home on the range. They got alligator. They got to live in the, Louisiana law going to get you, Amos. Ain't legal no more hunting greater in the bayou, right? Same as the man of the claw. Same as Moses, right? And so, you know what I'm saying? So the dominant predator technically is the croc, but the dingo has more open range, right? The dingo's like, got lots of room here and nobody else is hunting us. Way to get a load of us. And so the dingo, that's why the dingo's very sharp, very shrewd. Boy, they're smart. They make dogs look dumb, man. They smart. Are they smarter than Rottweilers? No, have you ever had a dingo? And they're very intelligent, What? He pulled him. He backed up. Good gravy. His dog is smarter than a Rottweiler. They are, and they're not bred. It's evolution, right? As you guys would see it, yeah. They're not bred into existence. They're little, but you can domesticate them and tame them to a very good degree because they're very intelligent animals. I like dingoes. They're not the most attractive, but they're very intelligent. They're cute. They got big ears and, for all the better to hear you with, right? And stuff. But yeah, anybody like dingoes? Yeah. No, I would not want to get hunted down by a pack of them at all. Oh, God, no, that, quickly down under, I say. Right? So, yeah, I don't know. And that's why these are the moments I thank God that I'm a man. And so just, thank the glory of God that you are a human being. And you have the capacity to be respectful and empathetic. You have the capacity to have the humble understanding of infinite glory and the eternal laws required for the life of sacrifice to love each other through holy covenants. Animals don't have that. People know the applying human traits to animals is where it's wrong to acquit the guilty and deny justice to the innocent. Not saying that their innocence and trusting could the children in the flowers is what he says. Flowers, no, that plant will eat you. That plant will make you thick. That plant is. Flowers don't really have an innocence and trusting. They just do their job, right? And what they're made for, basically. And the same God bless the beasts and the children because they have no choice. It's like, animals have no choice to be what they are. They are what they are by the glory of God, like the Sir of the Cow explains. But a cow is a cow for a reason, and a man's a man for a reason. And a man can understand the glory of God and the natural laws provided for eternal life through faithful love through holy covenants. And a dingo cannot. And one a eucalyptus, man, a koala can't, right? Koala can't. Panda can't. Okay? Cheetah can't. Even a dolphin can't. The dolphin has, because of the environment, I've explained that to these science geeks all the time, it's different on land than sea. Okay, on land you can build shelter, you can do, so the perception of intelligence because of the brain activity is not always thus. It's just like, okay, you got smart weapons. Oh, it's artificial general intelligence there. Wow. What is it saying? It's a dogapus. So do you see what I'm saying? Can fetch with 8 balls. Who wouldn't like that? No one. You need for 8 arms. Oh, so you're making it for Hindu gods then? Okay, that's not sarcasm. That's just this is particularly disturbing. It's very particularly disturbing. The shit that you fuckers believe in, and then I can manipulate you with money and science, and I'm gonna have more fucking robots than you have fucking cars, because you'll all be dead, because I'll kill you, right? Said Fred. Okay, because I am a rich billionaire in India. Plugging the line of Krishna and Siddhartha into a computer, and I rule the world because I'm more intelligent than him. I was more cunning and clever. All right. You have to be more cunning and clever than your brother and more sexually attractive than your sister. World's first profession, huh? Oh, go build the Taj Mahal. Right, do you understand? Ooby-doo, I want to be like you. I want to walk like you, talk to you, too. You know it's true. An ape like me can build a robot, too. It's not true. But the thing about it is no, if they, the Planet of the Apes, that's just primal fears because they're afraid of themselves, because they can't control themselves, because they're not humble enough to be a righteous person. That's all that stuff with the Joe Rogan and the Mel Gibson. It's like, I can't control myself. I'm jealous of him. I want to kill him. I want to push Finney off the goddamn tree. Yeah, thanks a lot, guys. Fucking hurts. You get all these people. It's like, no, I've already, pain. What was more painful? Taking your kids and turning them into Romans? Professional killers that you could kill quite simply at Fort Huachuca, sex texting your wife and saying what a wimp you are because you won't do anything about it. I'll stand up for the Lord's Prayer so this doesn't happen again, so all children will be able to have righteous, faithful, humble, holy covenants for a marriage instead of a mom in Stockholm Syndrome trying to have her children survive because she can't see the future because it's, everything's coming at her at once because she's on a Formula One NASCAR track and life is a highway. I feel like a tornado in a trailer park, right? That's why the Messiah is a man, guys. Quincy Jones, man. The more the love I more than I'm afraid that in your eyes I will not see forever because they'll kill him and take him away. Oh Johnny, I fear you're unkind. I love you far better than all of my kind. Won't you let me go with you? Yes, my love, yes. Jesus couldn't, no. Because you can't do that to a woman. You can't sit and take a woman and torture her and take one, a man, I got to save Bubba. Okay? A man is different. I got to save Jenny. Got to get Jenny off the naked stool with the guitar after not taking the drugs and not trying to jump off the building and dying from the HIVs is there. Right? You saw the movie, Tom Hanks. Haley Joel Osment's dad. Right. Yeah, there you go. That's not true. Them dogs throw voices, is it? Right. Okay, so you guys understand? You have acute paranoia and schizophrenia. Most of you do. Okay, you suffer from acute paranoia and schizophrenia because you vote for president. You elect a pope. You elect to follow a banker as the ways of Christ and think you're going to have magic real estate after you die, or from assholes on TV that have lots of money, no idea what's whack and what's dope, and think Parsons will never see the light of day. Come on now, baby. Come on now, baby. Come on now, baby. Come on. I was just up. When this whole world starts getting me down, we'll get that sucker off tomorrow. I'll get it done tomorrow. And then in the next couple of days, we'll get those horseshoe pits finished. Yeah. I'm rearranging how I might just take all that, like I thought in the first place, take all that crap that's broken up over there where the rats were at, the field rats were at, and lay it down on as a like a montage of terracotta kind of thing there to keep all the weeds down, and then take all the store-bought terracotta thing and lay it on the dirt and the sand over by Dad's patio where we could set some lawn furniture where people could have when it's not windy, you could put up an umbrella little table thing from Wally World and set it up there and people could sit and enjoy like a mint julep. But yeah, it's a lot of extra shade because we do have the patio there too. Yeah, I don't know, but I just looking at ways to settle the dust because it's dusty back in that corner. It's Dusty's Trail on Dusty's Trail, the wackiest wagon train the rest. As Bob Denver gets with people that are like the people from Gilligan's Island, but they're not in Gilligan's Island, they're in a wagon train. You ever seen it? And then at the end he ends up to be like, what was it? Was it Bat Masterson, I think? It's funny. It's stupid. It was very stupid. But so was Gilligan's Island. What's your point? You need us. You need us, remember? And the honeybees, and then the mosquitoes left because they didn't want the competition in the music business. So it's like, damn. Shit was funny. They were too good, right? It was funny. That's so stupid. Yeah, a man who thinks of his dick is a bitch. Right? World's first profession. There you go. Lucifer. In the sky with diamonds. There you go. So yeah, it all, when you listen to the truthful, eternal, faithful man talk, it all makes sense. All the magic just kind of washes away, and then it's faith based on reality. Life's eternal, grace is infinite. Share, care, given according to need, built to last. Wow, just the key, the Lord's Prayer. Inagata Davida, yeah, don't you know that I love you? Right? What to say to make you come again? Come back to me again, right? I want to be anywhere you are. Anybody else like Luther Vandross? I really dig Karen Carpenter's version. I like the fast version, If you could do maybe sing it with but sing it faster, Don't you remember you told me you loved me, baby? Said you'd be coming back this way again, baby. Baby, 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 oh, baby. I love you. I really do, right? I like Johnny Hartman too. But okay, guys, we'll talk later. I listen. You pray. If you pray to Jesus and are you sincere when you say you love me? I'll cipher it and get a little cipher and get to the thing and decode it and you get here, and you can reach me by caravan, cross the desert like an Arab man. I don't care how you get here. Just, Lord's Prayer. That's all I focus on is Lord's Prayer. Joe Suzuki, man, he's the best little coach in the world, man. I got brain damage. I'm like, oh, no trailer, no this, no nothing, no off-grid, no this. You focus. You Lord's Prayer, weed, see it, pull it, cut it. You focus. Lord's Prayer, perfect. Lord's Prayer now. All or nothing at all. So that's what I focus on. So I get things, and when I get in my zone, it's like, okay, what are you doing? I'm kicking your ass, Steve ass. Okay, I got this. That would be wonderful if Donald John Trump could get on TV tonight and say, I have a national. I don't know how to do Don Trump's voice. Maybe he could get George Walker Bush to do it. Send you submarine messages. Donald Trump was feeling kind of sad and lonely and blue today because he realized he was wrong and wanted me to tell you all that we're going to recognize Parsons and live in the Lord's Prayer so we can all live the heart of Psalms and seat of Proverbs today. Odelay. No more end of the Galton gods because it's not, quote, God's country. God's omniscient, not an impotent, you gambling dumbass. All right, go bet all the make-believe money on the horse that did his business before he goes in the chute, dumbass. Okay, all right. Me and Kumar and Harold are going to go get blunted in the rumpus room. I'll see you later. Okay. Oh, look, it's Bill Clinton. He bought over some honeys. Okay. Oh, you're going to get in trouble. Okay.